Day, wonderful day that it is. Good midday, Lavonda and Kathy. Thank you so much for being here with us. I'm looking for my water. I don't know what I did with it, but I know I got it here somewhere. Why? This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. This begins a new journey, a new series, a new engagement, a new challenge. Tamika, bless you, dear, for being here. It provides for us a new perspective, a different outlook, a challenging engagement. That's what this moment is going to do. This is what uh, it's going to bring to us over the next several months, and I just want us to know that this is going to go on for a while. It's not something that's just going to happen and just disappear. Chaplain Hearns, bless you for being here on today. It's going to take a little while to dissect, intersect, participate. Pat, how are you? Elder Clay, thank you for being here. Casper, bless the Lord for you being here with us on today. And so it's going to probably mesmerize you a little bit. Oh my goodness, yeah, like on Saturday, Elder Clay, like on Saturday. Cora, Sheila, thank you so much for being here with us on today. Christine Meadows, bless your sweet potato soul. Erica, good to have you here, praying that you are feeling somewhat better. And our trust is that God is providing what you stand in need of. And so, if you don't mind, Barbara, Nancy, if you don't mind, just press on that share button. Listen. Christine Church was crazy yesterday, off the chain, anointed. The power of God was flowing at an unbelievable level. And I try my best. I try my best not to be greedy for it. But when the Lord works like that, it's an amazing thing, Lavonda. I'm trying to tell you, okay? Minister Faye, bless you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Just an amazing day yesterday. An unusual move of God that brings about liberty. Oh, there's that word, liberation. Gives us an opportunity to know that whatever our plight, it is preparing us for something even better. And so we're thankful to God for that. Okay. All right. Good. Hello. Glad you are with us. Ella Mae's sister from Atlanta. Ella Mae, you staying out of trouble? Never mind. I don't even know why I asked that. But we are thankful to God for you, one and all. Elder James, we are grateful to God for you. And I would suggest that, if at all possible, and this is for those that will be watching later, you make sure that you get in on the teachings that are going to take place, because it's gonna rock your world. It's gonna turn you upside down. Denise of the Frison, thank you so much for being a part of our learning experience on today. And so we are grateful. Thea, thank you for being a part of this moment where we can grow together in the knowledge of the Lord. But before I begin the lesson, I saw an article. Hey, Debbie Rainbow, how are you? I saw an article, and I think Sylvia Scott, bless you. Darlene Madison, bless you. Thank you for being here. I saw something, and I think Bishop, my bishop, Bishop, you know I got to mess with you. I saw that you was in the paper. And so to God be the glory and praise for all of that. James, thank you so much for letting us know all is well. Love you too, my friend. Timothy, Cecile, you're back already, Nancy? Lord, have mercy. There are 12 things, and then I'm going to get into the lesson. I'm not going to give you all 12. I'm just going to give you a couple of them. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Warren Buffett says there are 12 things poor people waste their money on. Misty, how you be? Congratulations again to you. Elder Clay, congratulations to you as well. Warren Buffett says there are 12 things that poor people waste their money on. And I'm gonna share these with you. Just a couple of them, something that'll make you go, Kim, how are you, dear? Thank you for being here. The first thing that poor people waste their money on is a neglect of personal development. Anna, bless your heart, girl. Rhonda Fletcher, thank you for being here. One of the 12 things, Valerie, bless you, neglecting personal development. According to Warren Buffett, the best investment one can make is in oneself. Enhancing skills and education can boost earning potential significantly. The reason that I have encouraged Lady Harrison to continue her academic pursuits, and I am grateful for the rest of you who put that extra pressure on her to do that. Elder Pam, bless you for being here, is because that level of exercise in some fashion or form creates an environment whereby in your latter years, you don't become stagnant. But here's one of the major problems that most poor people have to deal with is the fact that poverty sometimes can stagnate the future. Okay. Poverty sometimes can cause you to feel that you'll never become anything. And because of that stigma, you will stay there. And that's something that I'll talk about maybe on another day. But I needed to do that. The second thing he says that poor people do. Hey, Carolyn and Bobby McKenzie, they rely on credit cards. Credit cards can be convenient, but high interest rates can quickly overshadow the benefit. I just wanted to throw those two out at you for today because many poor people get credit cards with interest rates between 25 to 45% because their credit ratings are horrible. And because they are horrible, they are at the mercy of the credit card. Well, Laverne, how are you? Okay, now I want to talk about something, and this is the beginning. I believe that many of us may not have a clue on how to pray. Oh, I'm going to make you mad on this one, but I have to do this. I believe that throughout the years, prayer has been taught that it is, Pamela, how are you, dear? That it is a one-way or a one-sided endeavor. Many people, Jemison, bless you for being here. Many people pray amiss because they really don't know how to talk to him. I believe that we've been taught that prayer is begging, prayer is pleading, prayer is trying to convince God to give you something. And in the midst of that, what becomes overwhelmingly disappointing is when your level to persuade God fails. Your ability to tell God, now, you know, this is what I want, this is what I need, and I need it right now. Sharita, bless you, dear. I need it right now. And when God does not respond in our hurry, then we become despondent, we become discouraged, we become overwhelmed. Well, I'm getting ready to help you to understand that much of what you thought prayer or the initiator of prayer you thought was you. That's why I got to take my time with this, because this is going to run total contradiction to everything you've been taught about prayer. Dr. Perryman, how are you, sir? Or even if you've been taught about prayer, it's going to run total contradiction to everything, because many times prayer for us is trying to convince God of something. And what we fail to understand is that there is something that God is already prepared for before you even think you're engaging the conversation. Gaither, bless you. How you doing? And so this is important for us to see. Prayer, y'all ready for this, Carletta? Good midday. Prayer does not begin with you. You are not the implementer. You are not the initiator. You are not the one who pulls God into your conversation. Rather, prayer begins with God. Hope y'all taking good notes. Hope y'all taking good notes, because y'all gonna need these. Listen to what I'm saying. The desire for you to pray is a result of God's greater desire to talk to you. That's right, Dr. Perryman, Minister Sarah. Listen to what I'm saying. The motivation for you to talk to God does not begin with you. It is from God, because God is creating within you the desire for you to talk to him, because he wants to talk to you more than you want to talk to him. Now let me help you with this. The Bible says pray without ceasing. Well, who's the initiator? It's not you. It's God. God says and plants in your spirit a need for you to talk. And see, here's where Anna, I told folk this is going to be totally different. Here's where we mess up, because for us, prayer is approaching God on a need. For God, it's him approaching us for a conversation. Because if all God is your slot machine, that's right. In the earlier years, when I came to Union, I taught on this, because the reason that many people's prayer lives are as shallow as they are, and we do not see the appropriate power of our God engaged in our lives, is because we're trying to persuade, and God just wants to communicate. This is. Now I'm going to mess y'all up, but I'm going to take my time and go through this, because the sense of need for prayer, for changes and opportunities throughout the day, comes from him. He has wisdom and insight that he wants to impart in you before you get to your crises, before you get to your circumstance, because before you get to your situation. Catherine, bless you, dear. Y'all need. And I know, and we use this famous phrase, "If it be your will." Can I read something to you? Can I read something to you? First John chapter 5, verse 14 says, and this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know he hears us, we know we have the petitions that we desire of him. That, yeah, listen, that's Bible. It's actually 14 and 15. That's Bible. If we're constantly telling God, if it be does not denote confidence that whatever you need, God will supply it as long as you are in his will. Now, getting in his will is what gets us in trouble because we are not praying without ceasing. Elder Pam, I'm trying. See, I don't have to hunt God down. All I need to do is consistently engage in conversation with God, who is the initiator of the conversation. Ethel, bless you. Thank you for being here. This is important for us. And that's why we pray amiss. That's why we miss the mark. That's why we come up short. That's why we can't rest at night. We can't enjoy life. Everything is out of kilter. Everything is out of sync. Everything is tore up and bent out of shape due to the fact that I'm wrestling, trying to tell God what I want. And God is trying to tell us, I already know what you want. If you would spend some time with me, you would quit begging and start walking in my will. When we face crises and suddenly feel the urge to pray for strength, that feeling is a response from the Lord's invasion of our minds, which was triggered through the needing of help, which moves us in the desire to pray. When I'm going through something and something catches me off guard, and all of a sudden there's this unction in for me to pray. It's not that I really know what to do. God is saying, come in the room with me. And what will happen is I'll show you how to go through this. Oh God. I'll show you how to go through the crises. But here's what we got to understand. There is not an issue in your life that catches God unaware. It may catch you unaware because you haven't been spending time with him. Now, somebody say, well, I want to watch the game. I can still pray and watch the game. I can still pray and be at work. I can still pray and be in worship. I can still pray. You see, and I think we've taken prayer and put it in a box that it doesn't belong in, because prayer is just regular communication. It's just real talk. I can pray to God from my mouth. I can pray to God from my mind. I can pray to God with the Holy Spirit on the inside of me. And the reason I'm frustrated is because God is trying to initiate a conversation. But the problem is you don't want that conversation because you're too busy trying to convince God of another conversation you really think you need. He is the instructor, implementer, and inspirer of prayer. Not you, not me. Are y'all with me? Y'all not with me, are you? Y'all, I don't see, and this is the reason why, if we are going to enter into a new dynamic going into 2024, you're going to have to leave some old baggage in 2023, because you will never be able to develop a higher level of communication with God and you still slinging old baggage. And the sad part about it is you should have threw the baggage away a long time ago, but you keep hanging on to it because you don't realize there's something better. See, I can't. I'm gonna tell you something. Professor John Powell taught me when I was a part of the Gamaliel Foundation, and he says, "You never leave a table of power until you have a better table to go to." And the reason you won't let go of the old baggage is because you don't realize there's a better bag for you to hold on to. Y'all not, did you catch what I said? See, I can let go of the old notions of prayer when I know God is initiating something greater in prayer than where I've been. Y'all didn't catch that. Y'all didn't catch that. Yeah. Okay. When I get rid of old luggage, is because it's no longer capable of functioning properly. It's bent, it's tore up, whatever, which means what? I need something new. And the newer, and the construction of the, oh God, help me to teach this. The construction of the newer luggage is better than the old luggage because they learn from the old luggage how to put something together that lasts even longer. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm not going to go any further until tomorrow because I need to take my time in going through this so that you can understand, because I'm going to give you something from a scriptural point of view on tomorrow that's going to blow your ever loving mind. I pray that this wasn't too much for you. I pray that you're not having overload right now. Just wait and see. Give opportunity for me to show you a better way. The Old Testament was good, but Jesus is a better way. And when we understand what God through Christ wants to do to usher us into a powerful kingdom experience, then we'll lay aside every weight and every sin that does so easily beset us, because we understand that God doesn't give us, he has given us equipment that's going to help you be more powerful. When I talk about powerful, I'm not talking about just signs and wonders. I'm talking about living a powerful life, Dr. Perryman. Thank you, my friend. So I'm going to go. I done kept y'all 3 minutes overtime. I should have stopped. But listen, love you with the love of Jesus Christ. Y'all hang in there with me. Let me take this so that you can understand what great things God has in store for you, even if the great thing is nothing more than peace of mind. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.